more than 20 times in size over the last 24 hours. The White Sage Fire has now 1,000 acres and it is 0% contained. Hundreds have been evacuated. On the national park's north rim, the so-called Dragon Bravo fire threatens historic buildings. Officials warn that weather conditions are not favorable for containing the flames. And tonight, just a week after deadly flooding devastated parts of Texas, as you've seen, there's a new weather threat. CBS News meteorologist Andrew Kozak has more with what you need to know. Andrew.
Yeah, Jerika, once again, just like last weekend, we are watching flooding this weekend, and unfortunately, it's going to be for some of the same areas across Texas Hill Country with flood watches in effect from the Red River all the way down to the Mexican border. We started this morning with showers and storms across a very stalled front, and that now is meeting up with moisture tonight from the Gulf. It's a recipe for, once again, some severe flooding across the area where we, as we take a look at futurecasts, are looking at more showers and rain across the area. Every little bit counts, and that's why we could see 2 to 4 inches of rain locally, up to 8 inches of rain across some of these same areas across Texas Hill Country. Now, you've heard of Tornado Alley, right? We call this Flash Flood Alley because this is the area most prone to some of the worst flooding that we see all across the U.S., including the fact that we have thin soil, really steep hills, rapid runoff, tropical moisture, as we're seeing this weekend. It takes just minutes to flood and high flood death rates. Well, we see the highest across the U.S. tonight. We always say turn around, don't drown. If you're in this area or any area, be very weather this weekend. Jerika?
All right, Andrew Kozak, thank you. Tonight, more hardship and heartbreak in Texas. Searchers this weekend are being meticulous and respectful as they search through massive piles of debris. At least 129 people are confirmed dead from last week's flooding disaster. CBS's Karen Waugh in Kerrville with new information tonight. Is that right, Karen?
Jerika, just moments ago, officials here in Kerrville sent out an update using the word recovery. It's the first time they've used that term in reference to the more than 170 people still missing statewide.
Looks like a bomb went off.
Marcy Heap drives along the Guadalupe River giving out snacks to first responders.
She's been the most helpful since we've been here.
For nearly a week, Heap has organized donations that have fed hundreds of volunteers from around the country who are painstakingly picking through mountains of debris.
Do you think there's hope of finding any of these missing alive?
It's getting harder to keep that faith of finding survivors.
On July 4th, the river rose more than 35 feet in some places.